Hello, good evening, and welcome to Newcastle X-Wing. I'm Steve, I'm your host for this evening, and I am being joined tonight by Chris, who can say hello because his mic's now live.
Hello, everybody.
And, having assigned dials. What an idiot I am.
See what? Is this you set?
That is me set, or it will be when I assign dials. Yes, sorry. Okay,
Fine.
we're doing a casual game tonight. So we're in the process of setting up. The rocks are placed. I'll take you straight through into the game so you can have a look, and then we'll do all of the pleasantries, etc. And I've totally forgotten to assign my silly dials to the ships that I was just about to place. I've now got to manage to assign them without hitting the wrong ship, which is a bit of a pain because I just set all my ships where I wanted to. So in the meantime, we have got a Republic versus Imperial lineup. I've gone back to flying my lovely Republic that I love so much, and Chris has gone back to his. Was it your first love, Imperial?
Your very first faction, yeah.
And we've got 7
Oh,
torrents for the Republic facing up against 2 TIE defenders and a TIE heavy.
funny enough, you get less defenders for your money than you do turrets.
Quite significantly less.
Yeah.
I've got 7 torrents, headed up by Tucker first of all, and Tucker has got, and I'm just going to click on set for all of these so that Chris can then set his chips. Tucker has got synchronized console and cluster missiles on him, and Tucker's ability is after a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 performs an attack against an enemy ship in your front arc, you may perform an action. He's then flanked left and right by 2 more torrents, both gold squadrons, so again initiative 2, and both of them have synchronized consoles, and they have the XX23 S Thread Tracers, which is a new upgrade, and that works in an attack. You need a focus, calculator, or a target lock, and you may spend one of your 2 charges, and if the attack hits, each friendly ship at range 1 to 3 of the defender may acquire a lock on that defender and then cancel all dice results. Exile Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. And we then
cool.
have.
I watched those guys stream the other day.
Yeah, they stream every day. They're like massively loads of streams.
Yeah, I like the back to forwards initiative tournament they did.
Yeah, Matt353, thank you for the follow, and Timo777760, thanks for the follow. Machete G, thank you for the follow. Yeah, so those torrents are then flanked by some more torrents, funny enough, which all have ion missiles, which is going to be quite cool, and they also have synchronized consoles. So, without giving anything away to Chris, my aim basically is ionize them and then blow the crap out of them. Epionic, thank you very much for the follow. We are being raided by Hexal Gaming with a party of 46. Fabulous. Thank you guys for the raid. Very much appreciated.
Absolutely amazing.
Chris, do you want to run down your list? Yeah, we're going to have to not be as crazy as we normally are. If anybody wants to, by the way, I'm going to very quickly now, before we go through Chris's list, if that's all right with him, I'm going to open up a poll, because after this game we're doing a Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 5, Chapter 13, watch party, Disney Plus, stick it on, get the live reactions with us, chat, all great fun. However, we're going to run a poll. From now, I will start the poll in a second or two. And the question is, what do you guys in chat think? Will there be a shock appearance in today's episode. So, will there be another character who's introduced? Hit exclamation mark vote 1 for no, 2 for Luke will appear, 3 for Sabine will appear, 4 for Rex will appear, 5 for Ezra will appear, 6 for there'll not be another character introduced, or 7 there'll be 2 or more of those characters or others introduced. I'm going to start that poll now, and we will also be betting during the game, so I'll not open the betting quite yet because we're going to bet on this game, but we'll be betting during the game on what time Ahsoka will appear through the game, through the episode, what time Ahsoka will appear. And if you've already watched it, please don't spoil it, because my nephew nearly spoiled it for me about half an hour ago. He was like, Uncle Steve, have you seen the new episode? It's really... I was like, don't say a word.
Depending on how many hits you get with your torrents, I might have to spoil some things for you.
That's not allowed. It's just not allowed. Betting is open. You can choose your champ. Hit exclamation mark bet space 1 for Chris, space 2 for me, followed by space and then a number of points, however many you wish to bet. That is now open. Go on then, Chris, run down your list.
All right.
Tell me what's going to beat me tonight.
Well, I'm not sure about beat, but we have Rampage in the TIE Heavy with the configuration target assist, which allows you to gain calculates if you don't have any green tokens.
Lou the Lunatic, thank you for the follow.
And sync laser cannons. A nice 3 dice attack instead of 2 for him. And 2 of the I4 Onyx Squadron Defenders with fair control system, because I didn't really know what to spend my last couple of points on. Rampage has a cool ability to hand out strain, although I'm pretty sure that it's never going to go off.
Sorry, somebody here, Lou the Lunatic has just redeemed Give Zoe a treat. So I'm going to have to turn the camera on.
That's the part of the whole stream.
Yeah, where's Zoe cam? Where is my cam? Where's my little button that says me? Bum. Why can't I find anything on this silly thing?
Wait till we get you that stream deck, mate.
Dog
button.
That's what I need. Right, okay. So,
yeah.
Come here then, baby. Getting a bit old and a bit big to get up onto my lap. But if I press this button, then we go through to her, and she gets a treaty. There we go, baby. Good girl. Camera's up here if you want to look. Camera's up here. Okay, I'll let you down. Clever girl. She gets her treats, but it does put her off slightly when she has to get up onto my lap. We'll go back to the game. Sorry, Chris, carry on.
Not at all. That's about the whole crux of my list, really.
Fabulous. I think we should probably set some dials in, I'm guessing.
Let's go.
I've got rather a lot of dials to set. There's too many dials here, but I'll keep it that way for as long as possible.
Yeah, your job is to keep dials on the table. So is mine. Mine are slightly more precious than yours.
Mine will go pop, though.
I mean, I can only hope so.
What am I going to do? What did you teach us to do? I can't remember. It was so long ago now. It was a whole 9 months ago when I started playing. Was it 9? No, it wasn't. It was. What were? Yeah, it was 9 months.
Yeah, well, it's got to have been pre-COVID.
It was February, wasn't it, when I started playing? When I randomly rocked up at the store and you were the person to play my first ever game against.
Yeah, I think I'm probably all right to teach someone the rules. Not very good at teaching them how to play.
Well, I'm not a good player, but I get by, so you couldn't have done everything totally wrong.
I mean, you're ahead of me in the league.
Yeah, but I got a bye.
I have not had my buy yet, despite being
Exactly.
thrown in that slot week 1 and 2.
But you just keep offering to swap the buy
Well,
for
yeah,
other
I mean,
people that have
playing's
got
much more
issues.
fun than getting a buy, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I've messaged there to see if Connor's available for the game tomorrow.
That would be good, and we can
No.
stream that if he's ready for his game.
I guess I'm going to have to actually try to avoid these thread tracers quite a lot. I didn't think that would ever be the case.
Senior 3000, thank you for the follow. I'm loving this raid. You guys at Hexile are absolutely ace. We get like very, very few viewers because we're so new. And you've absolutely made our night tonight with this raid. So
Definitely
thank you very much.
I think mostly our viewers is down to the fact that no one can understand a single thing we say.
This is true. For anyone who's new, and there's a lot of people who are new in chat, for anyone who doesn't know, we don't take anything seriously here at Newcastle X-Wing. So we're all about the casual play. We do all the alternative formats. We do Aces High. We do X-Wing Mario Kart. We've got a Artillery Cluster League that we're starting. We've done. Yeah, that'll be really cool. I'm ready. I'm set as well. Do you want to start the timer? We'll start the game.
I started accidentally about a minute ago.
Okay, well I'll start it on the overlay now then.
I'm not smart enough to restart it. We'll use the one off the overlay if you like.
It's fine. Just leave it. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah. So we do all the alternative formats, etc. And we have a saying. We have a tagline. We are one dog short of a Wookiee. We're just not quite all there in the head, and that's fine because we're all just good fun. And if you want to hit ! Quote, you'll get a random quote. Some of them are from Star Wars. Some of them are from real life, actual people who were inspirational, and some of them are just completely. Yeah, some of them are just completely mad that we made up. And even if you don't hit ! Quote, then you'll get a random one that will pop up every now and again. And when the bot starts being naughty and tells you off, just ignore it because it's naughty. Okay, mine are all two, so I guess it's me to go first. So we will do. Tucker's going to do a one forward and take a focus, and then Reg is going to do one forward and take a focus. I'm going to try and be as efficient with time as possible while I'm talking, and also doing things because having as many ships, the game will get boring if I'm not. Basically, they're all doing a nice one forward and taking a focus.
Very friendly, non-committal open.
Just like me.
I'm a little worried about 7 guns all pointing at my 1 green dice heavy here.
Oh, that's good. I like the fact that you're a bit worried.
This is my first time flying a TIE heavy. I just wanted to get one out on the board, even if it is digital.
And sorry, that was done totally in the wrong order, but they've all done a one forward and they've all done a focus.
Perfect. I am going to do a one forward too.
Yeah, Sean, that was my plan. This is a lot of torrents for Chris to deal with. I'm going swarm meta. I'm going against the better advice of everybody in flying torrents in a swarm, like I would something else that is actually better.
I mean, generic swarms are definitely the flavour of the moment. I am going to get a evade for going speed 5 via full throttle.
What I will say as well is keep an eye, guys, on our stream because we've got some big things coming up and we've got some giveaways. Okay. I'll very quickly run through them. We've got this Luminara ship, which was custom painted that we won on Gold Squadron. That's going to be available for giveaway in stream. We've got this Asajj Ventress ship, which is custom painted by Shenanigans Gaming. Absolutely beautiful ship. That's available for giveaways coming up soon. And then we also have this one, a torrent, funnily enough, which is in the oddball style, with the alt
No,
art
it's a
card
torrent.
and painted up like a World War II Sherman tank. So keep an eye on what we're doing, because we're going to have a couple of big streams and we're going to give them away as gifts coming up soon. Okay. You're moved. I've moved. There's nothing in range. End around. Yep.
Yeah, I went ahead and cleaned up. Sorry.
Sorry, it's all right. I'm doing the same thing. I should really think about what I'm doing now, shouldn't I? That would be a plan.
I don't know what a good opening engagement for me looks like. Yeah. I guess if they're all not pointing in exactly the same direction, that's a win.
Possibly. I'm just debating at what point I'm going to split. How many rounds ahead it's going to be. Because I can't fit a box like that straight through without hitting things, and I don't really want to hit things if I can avoid it.
No, the only things you want to hit's me, not the rock.
Yeah.
Those were some bold character choices, by the way, for secret appearances in Mandalorian.
Oh, I went mad last night with the betting. I was like, yeah, let would just be out there. And there's been a lot of spoilers and a lot of theories that may be happening in the next couple of seasons. So it's like, well, will we get a preview? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be good fun. I'm looking forward to it. He's gonna do what he's got to do. I've got to remember the torrent dial. I haven't flown a torrent for so long. Feels like so long, anyway. It's all this flying scum for the league. I'm getting out of touch with my inner republic.
A far superior faction.
What, republic or scum?
Well, I don't know why I said that, because I've been flying nothing but Republic since TDS became a thing.
Have you flown? Well, I know you've flown 4 factions now, because you started with Empire and then you went on to Scum, and you've been forced into Rebel, and you're doing a bit of Republic.
Oh,
Have you done any of the other 3?
In real life or on TTS?
Both.
Yeah, in real life I have a First Order collection as well.
Right.
Because it was the same thing in 1.0 as Empire.
Right.
So when they split it in 2.0, I got the conversions. I don't have the new shuttle or anything. But
right.
I don't have any way to play in real life either.
Yeah, it's quite sad, the fact that you're about not even half a mile down the road from me, but we can't get together and play it in real life. It's just a sad state of affairs. Just wait until this is all over. We're going to have a big X-Wing and beer party. That is the way forward. X-Wing and beer. You know, it makes sense. This is the way.
I think you might be right.
Okay, I'm set, by the way, sorry.
Yeah, I'm set too.
Okay, so let's see how many rocks I can hit. Tucker is going to do... Tucker's doing a 2 forward because he's feeling bold, and he's just going to take a target, a focus.
There's no rock there.
There's not. He's managed that one. Red is going to do a 1 forward and take a focus. Yellow is going to do a 2 turn, and take a focus. We'll then do white, who is going to do a 1 bank and take a focus. And pink is going to do a 1 bank and take a focus. Actually, she's not, because she bumped. That was a bad calculation. Teal. I pick all the good colours, you know.
Nice.
Teal is going to do a 1 bank and bump. And just to keep up the tradition, brown is also going to bump. because that's where I want them
Right.
to stay for the time being. And then it's up to you.
Here we'll go with Rampage. I am going to. Alright, so you have to be at range 1 for the strain thing, so that's not happening. I will try to take a target lock as my action. Yeah. There's that white in the front.
Okay.
Red. So I went 5. I'll get an evade. I will attempt to take a target lock on yellow. My yellow.
So at the moment we've got split votes. The 3 that are in the lead are there'll be another member of Yoda's race, which is number 6, somebody else,
Nice.
and or Ezra or Rex are all
Target lock yellow.
equal in the poll at the moment.
Okay. There we go. Engagement phase.
Yeah, and it's you first because you've got the initiative.
We'll go with Rampage.
Yep.
And the target assist configuration says before you engage, if you have no green tokens and are not stressed, gain a calculate for every ship.
Yep.
Up to a maximum of 2, so 1.
Yep.
And we will fire range 3.
It's actually quite a good anti-swarm ship, isn't it?
It's not bad. Up to a maximum of 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not. It lets you get the double modded shot if you're brave enough to spend it. I will use my sync laser cannons for 3 red dice and no range bonus on defense.
Okay. Apologies in chat for not having the dice cam. I'm waiting for a lead coming. It'll be on next week. But in the meantime, we'll just call it out for you.
What is white carrying here? Ion missiles. Okay, that's not so bad.
Yes.
I'm going to be greedy and spend a lock and try to keep my calculator for defense on the eyeball.
Okay, and that gives you 3 hits.
3 hits.
Okay, so I'm taking some damage regardless. And I get 1 and a blank, so I'm taking 2. That was quick damage on white.
I can't get rid of the arc because I've made the arc indicator so big. I can't click the white button. We'll shrink that a little bit. Right, over to these 2. There's no difference in what order I'll activate them. I'll have the right one. The red one, I should say. Right one, idiot. And we'll go yellow at range 2. No, just these 3.
So that's, sorry, is that yellow or teal that you're going into? Teal.
Yellow, please.
Yellow, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'll do the indicator.
It's alright, it's fine. I'm just to make sure, because I'm keeping, obviously, the overlay up to date as well.
I didn't want to have to spend a lock this turn, but I will spend the red lock to reroll 2. For 1.
Okay. And 2 eyeballs, and yellow has got a focus. So I'm going to spend the focus, I think, in order to convert those and get away happily unscathed.
Okay,
for the
yellow.
Moment.
Now range 3 into yellow.
Yep.
3 hits.
And it's range 3, so I'll get an extra one, so that's 3.
Yep.
And takes 2. Early damage. Early damage.
Not too shabs.
Not too shabs at all. Okay. Is it my turn to shoot? Can I? Please, please, please. It's my favourite. What is it? Right. Where are we? Let's have a look. See who we've got. We should do this sensibly, I suppose. We'll start with white. And white has got range 3 onto Rampage. And my options with white are check what he's got. Do I want to use the iron cannon? I think I probably should. That would make sense. So we'll take an iron cannon shot of the charge, which is a 3 dice ordnance shot at range 3.
So am I back down to 1 dice?
Yes, it has the ordnance symbol, so it ignores range bonuses.
Perfect.
And that's 3 hits.
Minus 3. Okay. What did I fire ion?
Yeah, so the first one's damage, and then everyone that goes through after that becomes an iron token, and it's a medium
Okay.
base, so it needs 2 to ionize it.
So I'll spend this calculate.
Yeah.
For 1, and I'll take 1 damage and 1 ion token.
Fabulous. Joshy Kong, thank you very much for the follow.
You're my boy, Josh.
And you want an iron token, don't you? Oh, you grabbed one. Fab. Pink is got nothing, I think, but we'll just double check. Yeah, I didn't think so. Red, again, has got nothing, I don't think. Nope, not a thing. Tucker, I don't think has anything either. Nope, not a thing. Right, so who can I fit in here? I'm going to check yellow, because yellow might have just...
Very well, could
Yes.
do. Oh.
Onyx Squadron Ace yellow at range 3. And yellow is one of mine with thread tracers. So we will take the thread... yes, we'll take the thread tracers shot, which is a 3 dice. These are new, so I have to double check exactly what I'm doing with these. It's range 1 to 3, and it's 3 dice. It's not an ordnance, so you do get the bonus. For hit crit. Nice dice. I'm getting lucky tonight.
Am I getting the bonus? Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah.
So, natties.
Okay, so that didn't hit. That was a wasted thread tracer. What a shame. Okay. Teal has got we'll go for red, and I've got brown to follow up, so we will take the ion cannon, which is an ordnance, and it is range 3, so there's no range bonuses, but it's a 3 dice.
You need a target lock, Steve.
Oh, sorry, I do, yeah. My apologies.
No worries.
I won't do that then. I'll get rid of the dice and I'll take the standard.
Can you swap them one with synchronized console from yellow?
I can, but I don't have one from yellow.
Oh no, I'm locking yellow. My fault.
Yeah. So you see, my plan was to get 1 damage in with the thread tracers, which would then allow teal and brown to take a target lock and then swap it.
Yeah, I really don't want any of those to hit.
But I didn't get the damage, so I was not up to date in my own thinking, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah. So range 3 onto red, 2 dice is hit and eyeball, and I don't have any mods, so that's just 1 hit, and that's evaded.
We got 1 squiggle.
And brown has got range 3 again at red, so we'll take the unobstructed at red.
Oh, was it obstructed?
The first one was, yeah, but it didn't make any difference because you got the
Yeah, this one's clear.
yeah. This one's unobstructed. For another single.
We got one.
Okie doke. And that is end of round by my reckon. That was a better round for you than it was for me.
It certainly worked out. Not being in range of all 7 at the same time was decent. Don't know where I'm going to go now.
Don't know where I'm going to go now. But we'll soon find out when I set some dice. And I didn't close betting, so it's closed now.
Oh yeah, that's betting closed.
Yeah.
On the outcome of the match, of course, not on.
No, the poll is still open. The poll is still open for the Mando party.
No betting, Josh, since you've already seen it. And no spoilers. Instant chat ban for posting a spoiler.
Yeah, Epionics just pointing out that Yellow Trooper and Yellow Ace had a range bonus. We missed it, but it didn't. It didn't actually matter because of the way the dice rolled, which is fine.
Oh, we missed it on defense.
Oh yeah, we did miss it. Oh, it's fine. It's missed now.
Or on offense, I don't know.
I missed it.
That's why I ask you with all.
Do you know what that means?
I actually still don't know.
Yeah. Do you know what that means? What we're gonna have to do? Unfortunately, we're at that point. It's gonna have to be.
I am just as confused as everyone in chat as to what's happening right here. I think I used to have a pager that looked like this.
Probably. That'll do that. Miss trigger counter. Because we've started missing them, so therefore we're going to have to, and I am on. Zoom in, Steve. You can actually alter things if you zoom in and look at them rather than trying to hit blindly. There we go. I'm on one. I've got a very vibrating wrist of my watch. my smartwatch is connected to my phone, which is connected to.
Keep it clean.
Which is connected to my Twitch account. Every time somebody follows, I get an alert, which makes my watch vibrate to tell me I've got an alert.
I like this.
Where to go? Where to go?
I don't know. And I've only got 3 dials.
Yeah, I'm doing a mega brain move here, and I'm trying to think in terms of multiples, which is all going to end horribly wrong. But that's okay. We don't mind. What number color is that? That's number brown. Okay.
How wrong can life go when you've got 7 torrents on the board? You know, it's one less than the maximum.
I bought I bought 4 lots of Guardians of the Republic because I wanted 8 torrents and because I wanted the extra Jedi to paint up and custom. And then after I'd bought them, I'm like, when am I actually ever going to get the opportunity to fly 8 torrents? Like, do I really want to just fly 8 naked torrents? Is it ever going to happen? But they're all sat in an icebox looking pretty, so that's all that matters. Pretty ships is a win.
That's not bad.
You know
I
what?
mean,
That
the
that
speed at which you've accumulated your X-wing collection is truly astonishing.
I've only don't. Oh, it's hang on. Let's see if
There's
my
cars in
mic.
chat. I'll
That's
take it
what
back.
I'm. That's what I'm gonna just quickly look at.
It was all free.
She's a mod. No, she's not in chat. That's fine. Yeah, I've only got 115 models, so we're fine. I know what I want to do here, but I don't think I can make it fit. Which is
I was
probably
really hoping you were going to go for the Kylo Ren there.
I'm gonna do one of these with him, and then that means that I've got these three to plan, and he's gonna do. Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. I just can't judge on TTS exactly how things are going to end up being placed. So,
No, TTS takes away one of my main maneuver template cheats that I use in real life.
but
Where to
you're
stare
that
at
tall. You're that tall that you stand up over the board and it's like at your feet. So
That's true. I only play X-wing top down. I've never actually seen a ship from the side, uh, which is why I refuse to use any vehicle in TTS that isn't top down.
If I do that, then it needs to be one of.
I have changed my mind
them,
twice now, so I might just stick.
and that needs to be one of them. Okay, and I am set. It's probably entirely the wrong move, but we're set. No systems.
No, no.
Okay, are you? Sorry, are you set?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, right. Okay,
I can
so
always change my mind again.
Tucker is going to
Um,
do a hard 2, and
Are we cleaning up these focuses? Or
we
we've got
should
some
really have
dragons.
cleaned up. We should really have cleaned them up
All right,
because they're
no
not
worries.
moldy.
Just so I know. Yeah,
Yeah. Is
he
there
might be
any
getting one
others?
back.
That's all right because he's not because we're getting shot of it and he's taking the target lock, but that's okay. So I need to I should really spawn the bubble just to be a good lad.
Yeah.
Which is fine. They're both in there, so we'll take a target lock, and he's going to put it onto red, and then yellow is going to do. I can't even remember what I set yellow. That's right. That's what I set yellow. He's going to do a hard 2. He's going to take a targety locky thingy and place it nice and squarely onto red. Thank you, dog, for opening my door. You're more than welcome. And then we're going to do with teal. We're going to do one bank, and he is going to take a target lock. I'm going to spawn the bubble and double check, but I'm fairly certain that it's absolutely fine for either, which is good because he's going to take a target lock and he's going to place it on the other one and place it on yellow. I don't actually know where you're moving yet, so we're going to hedge some bets. So I've got this synchronized console, so I can swap them around. And brown is going to do a 2 bank, and he's going to do the same thing. Got to be in range, so we'll take the target lock, and he's going to place that onto yellow. We then have red. I don't know if this is going to fit, but we'll see. He's going to try and do a 2 bank, and it overlaps. I knew it was going to be tight. It's unfortunate. Let's find it out. Told you I can't judge these things because I'm not a very good player. But he's alright, he's safe. He just doesn't get to shoot and he doesn't get an action, which is a bit of a ball ache, to be fair. White is going to do a 4 forward and is going to take the target lock, probably get a block, I would imagine. Place it onto there, and pink is then going to do a 3 forward and is going to take a focus. And
Go
it's
back
up
to
to
me.
you. Yeah.
Well, I wonder which one of these ships I should bump first.
I didn't think that through. I did it the wrong way around. Oh, what a
Right.
numpty.
I was originally going to do a 4 forward here.
Which would have been fine.
Yeah, which might have been okay, but I have also blocked both of my defenders. So I might move yellow first because there's a chance I might get away with it with yellow.
But you haven't.
Not even close, mate.
Okay. Oh. That
Right.
saves red. It gets him out of all arcs.
Yeah, that's true. That might not be so bad. Okay, let's engage. So Rampage, at the start of the engagement phase, doesn't have any green tokens or any stress. So I will take 1, 2 calculate tokens.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they've assigned them to you. Give me them.
I'll take them if you don't want them.
And I will fire rain. Who did I hurt? White. Okay, I can't shoot white. So let's fire range 1 into pink.
Okie doke.
Doesn't matter, does it? Which I use. It's range. It's always 3. Oh yeah, primary weapon. Sorry, because of the range. 3 days. I'll spend 1 on the calculator for 2.
2, is that 2 hits?
Hit crit.
Hit crit. Yeah, I
think.
thought it looked
Yeah.
different. I wasn't reading it properly. And we'll roll, and I get an eyeball and nothing else. Oh, do I really want to? Doesn't feel worth it. I'm going to take the 2 damage on pink and keep the focus.
Oh, Gamble wants to shoot the eye on.
Yeah. I can't. Well, yeah. I can't, no, I can't. I haven't got a target lock. But I've got range.
Oh, loses his toggle. Oh wait, okay.
That's white.
Flip this damage for us, please. Hit crit.
And it is. Yeah, it is. Wounded pilot.
Okay.
After you perform an action, roll 1 attack dice. Get a stress token. But that's okay because that works. And that was pink. So pink's getting.
We'll have red on red violence at range 2.
Yep.
That is absolutely nothing.
And it's range 2 anyway, wasn't it? So nothing. So I don't even need to roll. That's fine.
Absolutely nothing. Bone yellows for knock. We have brown and teal. Let's take teal.
It's a very strange feeling when you're used to having Jedis and you hire a torrent in, kind of like cannon fodder as a bumper. But when they're all torrents, they're all the same. You can't do that. You've got to.
Well, I mean, you've
got to take them seriously.
Are you saying clones' lives don't matter? Anyway, hit crit from yellow into teal.
Yellow into teal, and that's a hit crit, isn't it? And teal hasn't got a mod, so it takes 1. Takes a crit.
It's the crit.
It is a
blinded
crit.
pilot. Panicked pilot. Oh.
Wounded pilot. You're an Ellie, right?
Yeah. It had the word pilot in it, for sure.
It did, yeah.
There's a target lock here. Tucker. It should be on red, shouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
that's all of my
that's your
guys.
3, isn't it? So, where do I start? Where do I start? Where do I start? Let's have a good look here. We'll do the right-hand side of the board first. Red and white don't have any shots, so that only leaves pink, and pink should be range 1 into Rampage, and it is. Rampage, range 1 bullseye, so that is 3 hits for the range 1. 3 hits, 3 dice even. For the
I
range
know,
1.
my heart sank there. I was like, 3 hits. I mean, it may well be 3 dice for the focus.
It's even better. It's 3 crits.
Oh, can I go back to when I thought it was 3 hits?
You couldn't make it up.
Well, we've rolled it of 8. We'll just take the 2 crits. We'll start off with damage sensory. You can't perform any actions apart from the focus action.
Yeah.
And damage sensory. Can't spend it. Can't take any actions apart from focus action. Okay. 3.
So, do you think possibly that you might be not taking any actions other than focus for a little while? Oh, dear me.
The
And you know
sensory
what?
definitely is damaged though.
Do you know what the saddest thing about the whole lot, right? I should have spent the focus because I didn't need it.
Are we complaining about rolling 3 crits?
Okay, so I'm gonna
Get them
check
in the
for
bin.
That's yellow, but I don't think yellow's got anything because he's bumped on yellow and doesn't have. Yeah, so that's fine. I didn't think he did, and I'm gonna do my little trick, and I'm just gonna once I know they can't fire or they have fired, let's flip some tiles over so I know exactly where we are. So that's M3 and yellow can't, so he's flipped, and we'll now look at Tucker. Tucker has quite a nice ability. I've gone in the wrong order. I should have done the other one first. Balls.
Yeah,
Can I
just
go
switch
back
to
into
no.
the other? I knew that, That was silly. I should have gone brown first. I'm going totally wrong. So I've got range 1 at yellow, which is fine because there's also a brown target lock on there. So range 1 with a target lock, and I can. Brown is, just double check. Brown is an ions, so we'll flip and we'll take the ion. That's a 3 dice.
What about range? Are you range 1?
I am, yeah, but I can ionize
no ions.
1. Oh, sorry, no, it's 2 with 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll flip that back. That's how bad I am at playing this game, guys. Very. So it's range 1 attack gives me 3. So roll 3 for 2 crits.
I really could have done with ending up with some tokens, I think, this round. Okay, we'll take a shield down on. Is this guy yellow? I can't see on this space.
Yes,
yellow.
It is yellow.
Take 1 on yellow. Bang.
And because he has, sorry, because he's just attacked, Tucker's ability kicks in.
Yes.
A friendly ship range 1 to 2 attack an enemy ship in your front arc. You may perform a focus action. So Tucker gets a focus. And then we will check Gold Squadron Teal. Range 1 bullseye. And Teal has got ions as well, so I can't use those. That's all good and fine because I can roll them. Range 1. Oh, just a 1 hit.
It's going to be 1 damage.
One goes through, and that's onto yellow as well. At this point, Synchronized Consoles comes in to play because teal has got a target lock, if I can find it. Let's zoom in. I'm sure I put one on there, didn't I? There
Probably.
it is. So I'm going to spend the target lock to transfer it to Tucker with Synchronized Consoles.
I don't like this very much. Let's try not to get every ship in our list blocked.
And Tucker now has got a nice front arc into yellow, which is range 2. And ooh, here's the gamble. Where do I think? What's the range between your two ships? That's the question, and I don't get to find out yet. But I reckon it could be close to range 1. I reckon it's range 1. So we are going to fire the cluster. It doesn't make any difference. So no, I won't. I'll not fire the cluster because I can't fire it red anyway because I'm bumped to him. So there's no point. So we'll take the range 2 shot with the target lock.
Okay.
That was range 2, wasn't it? Yeah. It's a shame I'm bumped. Otherwise, that would have been quite a nice additional bonus shot. Oh dear me! And I'm gonna spend the target lock and re-roll 1. And then spend the focus to make it 2 hits.
Okay. I'm going to take them both. Oh, I've just deleted the shield. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to flip it.
That's shields down, yeah? Is that right?
Yep.
And that's the end of round. By heck.
Costly.
Well, not really. It's as equally costly for me. We could almost have been jousting. Sean's saying in chat, Chris, just pick one and kill it.
I mean, mate, you can only shoot the ones you're not parked up against.
I cleaned everything up, yes, I have.
But yeah, Sean, mate, killing ships is definitely the way I'm going to try to go.
Oh, wrong button. Everyone always picks on me.
It's difficult, this one, for the chat to pick because no one ever bets on me or you.
That's very true because they know that both of us are going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gutted about that game against Ollie Pocknell when the stream didn't work. It's like you get
The
to
one
play.
where you beat him.
I didn't beat him at all, but I did give him a good game, and he said himself afterwards that I played well. But I was never going to win, and I wasn't tabled, so that's a result. And my ships were prettier, so therefore, on the high ground, I definitely get it.
You've claimed at least some moral victory there.
But not just because it was such an enjoyable game, and he was an absolute gent, and it was so much good fun. But the internet just wasn't playing that day, and it didn't record, it didn't stream. He even tried to stream it on 186, and it wouldn't. I was like, oh, what a nightmare! Oh, what am I gonna do with these? Well, okay, I'm gonna do that with him because that makes total sense to do that because he's set that way. I need to. Okay, so he's going to have to do something like that. Oh no, he could do that. That's a good plan. I like that plan. We'll do that. And then he's going to do that. I'm only talking to myself to avoid the empty mic syndrome, you know.
I mean, I could talk through these decisions out loud, but then people would realise just how weird I was.
And I'm allowed to be weird, so that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Tucker is gonna do that. But he can. Do you know what? We're gonna go silly here. We're gonna go absolutely silly. And we're gonna do that with him. This is gonna be a right mess. And I'm probably gonna end up dying. I'm probably gonna end up killing every single one of my ships. Just because that seems like the right thing to do for no apparent reason whatsoever. There we go. We've got 7 torrents set. For better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking
I'm
all
set.
others. Okay, so
Let's see how badly I've done here.
right. Well, red is the only one that I think is a sensible move because he's just going to do a 1 bang.
Nice.
And he's going to take the target lock and place it. Have I got one already on? Or have I not? I need to double check. What target locks did I place on Rampage?
White still got his, I think.
Yeah, it's just white, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's what I thought. So red is going to take the target lock and place it on Rampage. On, there it is. Try and put it somewhere that isn't on top of the other one. Okay, white is going to do one of these funky duties. Forward position, just like so.
Oh, he's doing a Talon roll.
He is doing a Talon roll that makes him stressed, which is all fine and good. Pink is going to do a 1 forward to victory. And
Okay.
the target lock was white's, wasn't it?
Yes.
And that's okay, that's fine, because Pink's going to take the focus. Just in Casey. Right, now comes the fun and games, because we're going to do, with Tucker, he's going to do a Talon roll to the right, and I want to be in the forward position. Or do I? No, I'm going to change that to the backward position for that. Do that, make it the backward position. That's better. That's where I want to be. And that is a red move, so that he becomes stressed. We then have yellow is going to do a Talon roll in the other direction, and I want the forward position for that one, but it bumps. That's a nightmare. Does it bump in? Yeah, it's going to bump regardless, isn't it? So he's stressed and doesn't get an action. We've then got teal, who's going to do a bump, but it was a red. I misjudged that. I honestly thought that would fit and must be just too close. And then brown is going to do 3k as well. And leaves him stressed. And that is all of mine moved.
Alright. Rampage.
Oh, he got away.
Wow, White's got a target lock shot.
It was the only one that I didn't. Only move that I couldn't stop was the quick one.
Yeah, I was tired of getting blocked from last round, so
Yeah.
I thought I'd put my foot down. So I can either fix my damage sensor array or one half of my damage sensor array, uh, or take a focus. I only roll one dice. I will take a focus.
So when do you reckon we're going to actually get some of the other guys online to get this Heroes of the Atari cluster started?
Almost never.
Almost never.
Yeah, that was a 3-speed. So I'll get the
Yep.
evade from full throttle.
You do exactly for full throttle. The same as the
Done.
torrents. Not the torrents, the N1s.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same as the M1s.
I don't think I can get out of arc yet. I've got a target lock, but it's on yellow, which isn't ideal. I could barrel roll left.
If there's any of our guys in chat that want to join me for the watch party later, then just jump in, guys. And if you want to put your camera on, then you can have your ugly mugs on screen with me.
Wait. I'll move my yellow target lock. It's brown. Red. I think that was yellow. Yeah. I need a full throttle.
Did I tell you I had an X-wing argument with my sister this morning?
No.
She's really not very happy about the Christmas.
Is this what the present you bought?
Yeah, because she's like, you're not allowed to spend that much on him, and you're not allowed to do this and that. Like, I'm his uncle. I'll get him whatever I want. Thank you very much. It's uncle privilege.
Take a boost. This way.
I was like, I need his email address so I can send him the TTS subscription I bought him. And she's like, but what? I was like, and there's a couple of parcels coming. She's like, how much have you spent? I was like, don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine.
Nothing. Right. So Rampage has no targets. Can't get any calculates.
He's not getting that much. He's only getting a core set and a B wing and an A wing and an extra 2 TIE fighters.
Yeah, I don't know who you're trying to convince yet. That's all of me done.
Fabulous. It's your turn to go pew pew.
No shots for me.
No shot at all.
I'm not facing the right way.
Oh, no, you're not. And your TIE Heavy hasn't actually got the funny, funky gun duty thing, has it?
No, he's only got one arc, and it's sticking out the front.
Yeah, okay, so where are we looking? Who we got? Who am I going to discount? We're going to take red straight away because red's got no shot, and pink's got no shot, and yellow's got no shot, and Tucker's got no shot, and teal's got no shot.
I like this.
So that leaves. Am I down to just the 2? I am. So we might as well go white first, and he's Stressy West. So he has got a range 2 shot at Rampage, unobstructed. And has he got a target lock? He has, hasn't he? There's an ion token on there.
White does, yeah. It's over the front somewhere.
So we'll take the ion token, the ion cannon, ion missile. God, I'll get it right eventually. Words aren't working for me today. So after three dice attack, it's a good job it's Friday. It's been a long week. 3 dice ions at Rampage gets me nothing. I've got no one to hand it off to, so I'm going to spend the target lock, which is there, and I'm going to re-roll those 2. And that gives me hit eyeball.
I rolled a blank.
So that is a damage and an ion.
1 damage. No, it's the whole deck.
Woohoo! I've got points.
You already had half a yellow, but yes, you do. And an ion token. This is not going to be
So
fun.
that means that he is ioned next.
Yeah.
Next round. And that leaves. That was white. That leaves brown. Brown has got yellow range 2 in bullseye and red at range 3, so we'll take yellow because that's the one I've been putting the damage into at range 2. And I have a target lock on. There is a brown, isn't there? Yes. So a target lock from brown, and brown has got ions, so why don't we flip one of these charges and we'll take the 3 dice ion attack into yellow. I'll try not to grab your token as I roll these dice. For hit, eyeball. Sorry, crit, eyeball. So that's 2 crits.
I'll spend the evade for 1.
And it's just the 1 damage. And it is just a straight damage because it's ion.
Okay.
And that is everything fired. End of round.
Ooh.
I apologise for bringing so many ships. It makes the rounds much longer, doesn't it?
That's all right.
You don't think it makes that much difference, but when you look at the clock, it really does eat into the time, doesn't it? I can understand why people complain, to be fair.
It's 1 less than you're allowed.
We've got one of them to go, and is there any other focuses? I don't think there is. Right, who's stressiest?
What am I doing for my ion? 1 forward or 2? 1.
It's 1. Yeah, it does it on the token.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, if you select one of the tokens, and there's a little
Oh.
tab to click on, and then another little tab to remove.
Oh, exciting.
So teal and brown and white are, and yellow and tucker are all. Okay, so what we got?
Well, this hasn't gone very well. I have no points. We might have missed some triggers. I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you some wounded pilot misses on your calculator.
Oh, have I? I think I have. Sorry, right, we need to backtrack then.
It's not the end of the day. End of the world.
Roll an attack die.
No, man, don't worry about it now.
No, it's got to be done. Right, who have I missed? It's just.
I can't say for sure they both took an action, but I guess they did.
Right, well, Pink didn't take an action. Yes, Pink took an action, so Pink needs to roll. And that means that she does indeed need to take a stress token. There. Okay. And who else has got it?
Teal, no, actually, because he bumped, so no action.
Yeah, Teal did take an action. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Has to be done. That's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Them their rules. I'm glad we did it then, because that does alter what I'm going to do with Pink. And that was quite important actually because I could have put in a red maneuver there, which would have then given me a one. Is it one or a two straight if you dial in the wrong, dial in the
It
high
might be a
ground?
2 now.
Yeah, which either way, it's going to mean that this round or next round she would have been off the board. So
Not on fly casual night.
yeah, you can't avoid it. It's like when Ian ionizes you and gives you that silly crit that makes you keep getting ionized tokens, and then you've got your Han Falcon pointing at the board off the board edge at like three distance away, and you should
Yeah.
easily be able to turn in all sorts of ways, but because you're ionized trebly and then again and again and again, so you have no option other than to fly off the board and lose the game because of it. Not that I'm bitter about it in any way, shape, or form.
And the names have not been changed to protect the innocent. It was definitely Ian, and he shall be shamed for it.
And do you know what? He felt that guilty he wouldn't eat my Haribo jellies. Bless him. I was like, no, it's just a game. Honestly, it's fine. And he was like, no, I can't take jellies off you as well.
I mean, I'd always eat the Haribo. I don't know what he was thinking.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So we've got bum, 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 bum. Okay, Brown needs to do something along the lines of that. Leaves me with teal and yellow and took out of set.
Too many.
Let's took a, my man is stressed. I am set.
Me too.
Nothing systems?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, right. I'm gonna have to check you. I might have made mistakes and missed a stress token, so you're gonna have to keep me right if I have. So we'll just talk it
Oh.
through. So Pink First, who is stressed, is doing a blue one bank to remove the stress. So it's dialed in, so the stress goes first, and then the maneuver is actioned and goes that way. Then gets an action and is going to take an evade because she's not going to get any shots.
You don't want to flip your card.
Oh, actually, yes, you're right. That is a much, much better plan. See, I told you I would get something wrong.
There we go.
Okay, so White is going to do a one bank to the left, which is blue, and that removes his stress. And the move is actioned, and he bumps, and that's absolutely fine. Red is going to do a hard two because red isn't stressed and doesn't have a target lock, so is going to take it's going to take the target lock and place it onto Rampage. Not be of any use really this round, I don't think, but for next round, it's always good to plan in advance. We then have the entire cluster that is over the left hand side of the board as I look at it, which makes Teal go first. Teal is going to do a one bank to remove, which is blue. That removes the stress, but makes him bump. And I've done that the wrong way around because I should have done brown first, and then he wouldn't have bumped because he's also going to do the one bank. And I dialed that in totally the wrong way because I meant it to go right and I've dialed it in left. That's fine. That's what happens.
Oh no, the yellow's gonna come through and bump them both.
No, yellow's pointing opposite direction.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. So yellow is going to do a red, sorry, a blue to remove the red stress and get a target lock, I think. Let's spawn the range. Does indeed. So has he got a target lock anywhere already? There's one on brown, there's one on yellow. I'm going to just move that target lock over and put it onto Rampage instead.
This took us floating blue one here.
Yes. Who was that on? Can you remember?
Red, I think,
Was it?
from when I bumped you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
They randomly stick, don't they?
Yeah.
And Tucker is going to be a proper gent. He's probably going to bump, but he hasn't. He's done a one forward, which
Nice.
is blue, and that removes his stress. And let's just think for one moment.
Can be sus.
He's going to attempt to take a target lock. Has Tucker got one anywhere? He's got a blue on. He's got
On red.
Red, yeah. So let's spawn the bubble because he's going to try and move it if he can. And he can't, and that's fine. So he's going to move it onto Rampage. I don't like Rampage today. I've decided.
No.
Right. And my telly in the bedroom started talking, so I better go and turn it off.
Wow. It's my guys to move, so I'll do this. That's the ion cleared. I suppose I better take a focus. Alright, well, 4K yellow.
Yeah, the TV in the bedroom has a sound bar, and it works
Nice.
off USB, so it runs on batteries. And every now and again,
Okay.
the battery goes flat, and it then starts talking to you saying, "Low battery, please charge. Low battery, please charge." And you've either got to turn the TV off, on, so it recharges, or turn the sound bar off. It shows how much we use the TV in the bedroom and the fact that the battery just runs down randomly.
Just
Because
yeah, on its own.
yeah, because whenever the TV's on, it's charging. So
I'm just trying to see if red has a target lock anywhere. It doesn't.
no.
He needs one of them for going quick. It might be range one though. Maybe better for the focus. We'll take a focus. Okay, the engagement phase. I'll start with Rampage.
Yep.
Who gets one calculate for having you in arc.
Yep.
Oh, if I can get one. And I will fire at range 3.
And that's
brown.
2 plus 1 for range 3. Is it
No
obstructed?
range bonus, please.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Thanks to the synchronized.
Is it unobstructed?
Let's get the chat back up.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just with that rock being there, I didn't know. I can't quite see. So
yeah, it's because it looks like it is because the arc
Yeah.
goes through the rock. How many shots am I taking? 2. Oh, yeah, I'll spend the calculator. You got to do some damage.
And that's going to be hit crit. Yeah.
Yeah, I spent the calculator on that one. Trying to get rid of his arc.
Hit crit. It's 2 evades, so that's just a crit onto Brown, who doesn't have one as yet.
Nope.
Come on, work machine. There we go. And the crit is Loose Stabilizer. After you execute a non-straight maneuver, suffer a damage and then repair.
Okay.
So Brown gets his crit.
Yellow. Range 3 at Brown.
Okie doke. And that does get the range bonus, doesn't it?
Yeah. 3 hits.
So that's 3. Yep. And you've got 3 hits. And I get 2 evades, which is pretty good because that gives me
Sure
just
is.
1 more damage. Into Bloon.
And we'll go range 1 from red into brown.
Okay, so get rid of that one again. Range 1, 4. I'm going to take some damage here. You're going to get half points here, I think.
Oh,
Hit,
wow.
hit, crit, crit, definitely. Oh, DME takes the lot, and I think that kills him. In fact, I know it kills him. So that's hit, hit, crit, which is a damage engine, and then another crit. Come on, get some of these double damages out the way so they're not in the deck. That is structural damage. Okay. And that's an initiative kill. Plonk that there, and where is he? That goes, and that goes. And the overlay needs to be updated. So brown is gone. You got points?
Yay.
That's all 3 for shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to check red. I don't think he's got off. I'm going to check him just in case because sometimes we are deceived. No, it's well out. So red's got nothing. Pink has got nothing. That leaves me with white, yellow, blue. Teal has got nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to shoot. 1, 2. No, 3 to shoot. That's right. Okay. So I want Tucker to go last. So we'll do yellow first, which is range 2 at Rampage and has the target lock. And yellow has thread tracers. So thread tracers give me the lock, don't they? So we'll do a thread tracers. Yellow will put the charge, and that gives me a 3 dice attack for thread tracers. Range 1 to 3. And it doesn't have the ordnance symbol, so you do get range bonuses. And we'll spend the target lock because it's going to be handed over anyway. No. Tucker's already got one anyway, so it doesn't actually make any difference. I'm going to reroll those 2 for 3 hits.
That hits.
That's 2 more onto Rampage.
Does it do damage as well?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sorry. No, it cancels dice result. It doesn't do damage.
Thank the Lord.
But what it does do is it gives me a target lock for any. I can choose. No, sorry. Each ship at range 1 to 3 of the defender may acquire a lock on the defender. So I can acquire a lock from. Let's see who hasn't got one. Red can acquire a lock because that's within arc, isn't it?
Oh, you're in me bubble. It's fine.
Yeah, and
everyone there can get a lock.
I'm finding the dial. So red gets a lock. and white gets a lock. I'm just double checking who's got one on there. Tucker's got one already, so that's fine. So white and pink both get them. White and pink. Except I've just spawned them pink and white, but it doesn't matter because they all go on. And yellow's just fired. I quite like these thread tracers. They're a nice mechanic. So, Tucker's ability. White will go
Tucker can
first.
take his action now. He can take his focus.
You can, yes. You get to. It's within range 1, so Tucker gets his focus now at that point. And I'm just thinking who should fire first, Tucker or White. You've got to calculate. White is obstructed. That's going to be a range 2 with a guess, and that's going to be a range 3 unobstructed, so it's not going to make much difference. Except that I want to do as much damage. Right, okay, so white will go first, because I want to just try and strip that token. Obstructed range 2, so you get the extra one. I've got a target lock though, so we could make it an ion, but it's the last round, so it doesn't make any difference, so no, we'll just take the standard.
Yep.
I would have gone the other way if the clock hadn't been up. Oh, he's got a target lock, he's going to spend it. Where's
Definitely.
Where's it gone? There it is. That is white, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And we'll re-roll those. Or just the one hit. Workday is finally done, Gregor. Have a nice weekend.
I'll take one more damage.
One more onto Rampage, so that puts you down to 3, yes?
Yeah.
With Tuck Out of Fire, who's got target lock and focus, nicely double modded, front arc, and it just has Rampage in at range 3. And Tucker has got cluster missiles, which don't actually help me in this situation, apart from giving me a 3 dice attack, I believe. Let's double check that. Bonus attack is different. It doesn't say anything about taking anything unusual. Right, it's the last round, so I'm going to spend the charge. I'm going to use one, just simply because it gives me 3 dice, which is always better than 2. And it is 3 potential damage. I haven't got a second attack, which the cluster missiles actually give us, but...
Do I get a range bonus against cluster missiles?
No, because it's an ordnance. And I've got the focus, so we'll spend the focus, and that makes it 3 hits.
Alright, I'll take 2.
Takes 2, that puts him on to 1 health. And I do believe that that is the end of the game.
That is it.
That was a really fun game. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And the point, if we do a quick rundown, I'll double check because I miss things on the overlay sometimes. Tucker's full health. Red is full health. Yellow is down to 3, so lost 2. Yep. White has lost 2. Pink has lost 2. Teal has lost 1. It's on a crit. And brown is dead. So that gives you 28 points and me 62 because
I believe.
Let's double check your side. The Rampage is down to 1. Red is on
full health.
I knew I'd done a mistake there somewhere, but then totally wrong. Red is on full health. And yellow is shields out and 2 remaining.
Yeah, it's definitely half points.
Yeah, so that's 62 to 35. So therefore, we will pick the winner and we will pay out the 2s.
Pay out the bets to Steve and the Torrent crew.
What was that I called it? I named this list. I'm trying to think what I called it. Oh, the Torrents Can Bite. That seemed appropriate.
Nice.
That was quite good fun. It's slow. Playing 7 ships is slow. And that's on TTS.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of decisions to make as well, with each of them carrying like a sort of semi-different missile. Then there's the decisions between the same target. Yeah. It was the turn where you bumped both of my. If you bumped this defender tokenless, that's where I lost the game. Down here.
I think the strategy with the torrents is to bump.
Definitely, and I changed my mind. Like, oh, what am I doing? Sorry. Originally, I had like a 5 straight to try and get all the way over the top, but because you kind of bumped in a little conga line, I was like, I'm not going to get over all of them, even when they move. So I tried to go inside when really I could have probably turned out towards your board edge. But I got greedy because I was like, well, maybe if I get through here and I boost, I'll be able to get a range 3 shot at one of the ones that's pursuing Rampage. I just got greedy. I should have just turned out and then K turned and boosted back the next turn. In hindsight.
I know.
But yeah, it's a lot like it just shows when I got a turn to focus fire, I killed them. And I had the turns where I had to spread me fire about. I didn't get even half points at all.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, good list. And if you had managed to if you'd ironed one of the defenders down in this bit, that would have been that would have been chaos. Like, even if we'd had more rounds, I can't really afford to let a whole defender die.
Right, yeah. There are a lot of points, aren't there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of killing to have to make up. First time flying one of these TIE heavies, I quite enjoyed the target assist configuration. It's quite fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then can't say anything bad about it. I mean, it just does what it does, doesn't it? It just flies around and shoots people.
I suppose it does, yeah. That's probably the best way of describing it.
And I was correct in my assumption that Rampage's ability is never going to go off.
It's been talked about quite a bit, hasn't it, actually?
Has it? I mean, I just looked at it and I thought, no, what else? What other named pilots have they got? But yeah, I'm not brave enough to dial in a 3 or 4 speed maneuver when I'm not moving first against a load of torrents. Because even if I hit like the one in the front, the other 2 are getting are able sometimes to get double modded shots even in that turn against 1 green dice and no shields. So there's no way I'm brave enough to go like 4 forward.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Towards you as well. Like, I've got to catch you at range 1.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to flip this screen for those at home because we've got the watch party coming up and I've got a couple of little bits and bobs just to sort out for that. Because we've got, if I find the right screen, where's it? There it is. There it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. There it is. Timer. That's the one. Fabulous. And that is already there and done. I love it when a plan comes together. Fabulous. So I thought I'd bookmarked it. I use an online timer to show the how long through.
The start down.
Yeah. And where is it? Where is it? I've got the wrong one. I've clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Is it that one? Yes, it is. It's that one, and the box needs to be a bit bigger. And I could have sworn, because it's an online thing, I could have sworn that I put it into my bookmarks so that I had it there. But then when I've just clicked on it now, and it was with all that rush and setting up when I broke the table in setup.
It slightly did.
Just a little bit, yeah. I didn't check it. So I've literally just now gone and clicked the button and it didn't work. And then, oh, okay, that's something else I've got to quickly flip through. Yeah, so that was good fun, and I really enjoyed that actually. That was nice to play Republic again because I haven't flown anything but Scum for the last 2 or 3 weeks, which is good
Yes.
fun because I like flying both. I'm genuinely torn now between 3/4 factions. I love my
Yeah.
my Republic. I like Scum. I like Empire, and I'm kind of pretty happy with Rebel as well. So
Oh, I'm glad someone's happy with Rebel. I
I,
can't wait to get this league out of the way. Jeez, you'll notice the amount of practicing I've been doing in between games with Rebels. Absolutely zero. Resign to the fact that I can't. That I'm not any good. I'll stick to flying Jedi.
Oh dear me. I've just opened betting for everyone at home for the watch party, which is coming up in a few seconds. Few minutes, not seconds. We are betting. We're betting on Ahsoka. When she'll appear. It is exclamation mark bet space 1 and the number of points after a space for the first 10 minutes, 2 for 10 to 20 minutes, 3 for 20 to 30 minutes, 4 for 30 to 40 minutes, 5 for 40 minutes beyond, and it's a 45-minute episode, and 6 for she won't appear at all. So place your bets. I've already paid out the bets for the previous ones, by the way. They are there. The points are sorted.
Can I flip the table now?
I've already logged out, I think, haven't I? Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you've flipped the table. That's
By
all good.
myself. It loses a bit of its.
I'll just double check and make sure that. Oh yeah, the table is gone. That is fine.
100%. Death Star's there, but the table's gone.
It catches you by surprise sometimes, that Death Star, doesn't it? You forget it's there.
Like,
Yeah, you forget it's there, and then all of a sudden it appears.
you're like, is that the moon? No.
Yeah, it looks all funky.
What?
Funky,
There's a
funky.
50% sale on tabletop. I shouldn't be advertising tabletop simulator during the stream, but yeah.
No, you can. We're using Tabletop Simulator. You can advertise what we're using. That's fine. Yeah, that's why I've purchased the one for my nephew for Christmas.
Maybe I should buy my own and stop sponging.
Yeah, for £7.50, it's worth it.
Yeah, then my name could come up at the end instead of me.
That would be kind of good.
Spongistan.
Spongistan. Well, you're not joining me for this watch party, are you? Because
no, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay.
You're gonna stay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Disney set up now, and I'll get ready.
Do you want to
episode?
Do you want to turn your camera on?
I'll have to get a baseball hat first.
Well, that's fine.
Seen in real life without a baseball hat.
It takes me a second or two just to position the cameras enough so that I can fit both of us in on screen. But that would be really good if you're going to stop and join the party.
I will. Yeah, I will watch it. Not for the first time. Sadly, because I didn't think I was going to make it tonight. I did watch it this morning.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to add in a source, and it is a window capture, and we're going to add in. We don't want timeout. We want to add a new one, and we're going to call it Discord. And just when you're ready, turn your camera on, and there we go. It will appear as if by magic. You will appear next to me.
Nice.
Go like that. And go like that. Sorry, guys at home, that you can't actually see what I'm doing. You will be able to see me in just a second. And then, as a nice treat, you'll be able to see the lovely Christopher alongside me. Match them up. I'm not quite as quick as some other streamers are at doing this because I haven't been doing it for very long, but I don't think I'm doing too badly. I think that looks about all right.
You're an absolute natural, Steve.
No, I'm not. I wish I was. Timer. We'll hide the timer for the time being, just because we can. And all of a sudden, you guys can see me. We've got Beth coming in. First 10 minutes, 2 people. Wow. Let's open up my Disney Plus. It's lovely being able to do these, and it's nice doing it after a game, I think, because we do get that we've got people on stream and we can just carry on the party. But it does take me a minute or so in between. And you can see me now, which is all good. And because it's Mandalorian and it's once a week, I get a treat. My treat for watching
That's
Mandalorian.
my favorite place.
Do you want me to? Do you want to be able to see me as well, Chris? Because I'll be able to see you when you log on.
Hopefully you can see me now. Or have I done something wrong?
It's not up yet.
Okay.
Now we can see your fire.
That's lovely, isn't it? I don't know how to turn that around. There we go.
There we go. Fantastic. What I'm
Let's
going to
get
do
this.
then is I will just very quickly open up a second version of. I'll open me up in Discord and give you a camera, and it means that I'll have to move you slightly, but that's all fine and good because you'll then be able to see me because I can't stream an image and also project it to you. So if you're looking at the Discord screen, you'll be able to see that you can't actually see me. You can just see a blank box.
I can just see the Newcastle X-Wing logo.
Psionic Rain is not betting because he's already seen it. Oh.
Come on, mate.
Yes, first time caller. This is the watch party. We'll be starting very shortly. I'm just literally connecting with Chris that you can see on stream so that you can get our reactions live, as it were.
Okay.
Discord is being a little bit slow.
Who's been watching this?
First time caller's seen it as well, so he's keeping stum.
Make sure you get your bets in, lads. It's 3 points.
It is 3 points, yeah. That's a very good point. Right, that mic is turned off, so we're not going to get any, and I'll deafen. That works well, and then I can go and hit that button, and I can then, if I flip on that, I can.
I wish I wasn't holding my phone up. My arm is going to be knackered by the end of this stream.
Right, so what I've got to do now is I've got to alter this so that that goes up to there, bring you down, that goes up to there, and then make you smaller so that I can make you bigger.
Rest my phone on.
That works.
Steve's got his professional setup with his mic and his little muffler, his headphones on.
It's not a muffler, it's a pop screen, if you want to be technical.
Sorry. Spit shield. And I'm just holding the iPhone up in the middle of the living room.
Right, so guys, we have got the timer will start in a moment. I'll give you a 10-second countdown timer. I've got my treat here. Got that.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, bud. I don't know which camera to look at because you're seeing me through this one, whereas the screen, everyone else is seeing me through this one here.
Probably interact with the guys at home.
That probably would be. that would work.
You can talk to me anytime.
Don't tell Kazwing she's not in chat. Let's have a look. double check because she does lurk, you know. She's evil like that. No, she's not in chat. I'm gonna buy a new camera tonight. Better, clearer. Right, so we're about to start. I need to press this little button up here in just a moment so that when it starts, if you guys are all ready to press
Ready.
play, we'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play. And the timer's now on. And I'm going to close betting at this point now because we're in the margin.
How come she looks younger now than she did when she was in Battlestar?
She does, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And she's pretty fit as well, that's the thing. I love this title music. The 3D metallic kind of look. I just think it's really funky.
Yeah. We can shoot out one of those with all of Sean's Black Series helmets.
Yeah. How many more episodes this season? I think there's another 3. There's 8 in total, isn't there? I think there's another 3. Incidentally, for the betting, the timer on your screen is the time that will go by. And I'm going to close the poll.
You didn't have to wait very long.
Wow! Well, that answers that. That was rather quick. We'll leave the poll open and we'll close the betting. We'll pick the winner.
Did she just lightsaber a guy through a tree?
I think she did.
That's incredible.
That's really cool. Oh, it's the white sabers. The pair of them. Oh, that is so cool. I'm in love. She's not a Jedi, though, is she? She could have had a bit of a prettier face, couldn't she?
You're talking about Ashoka.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
they
she
made
looks
her.
very good.
She does, but she's just not quite the babe that she should be, is she? The effects are very good.
Yeah, I've got too many lights on in the room, but I'm worried if I turn this one off, you won't be able to see me. Oh no, that's fine.
I got a feeling that Mando might not even be in this episode, judging from this. I should have made one of the better options. Will she appear before the opening title music?
Yeah, they went for the no suspense
Yeah.
version there.
It's funny how the child's ability to understand the English language varies from episode to episode, doesn't it? Like when they were connecting up the wires, he clearly couldn't understand a word, but now he understands. Get back in your seat.
Bit like a human child, really.
Pretty much.
Hmm.
But you would know because you've got one. I tend to just look after them when they get a bit older. I get handed the teenagers, then when they get out of hand.
Not looking forward to it.
You seriously don't want teenage girls. I've got twin twin nieces who are 16. They have my life. When you randomly get a phone call at midnight, Uncle Steve, I'm stuck in Durham. Will you come and pick us up? Why are you in Durham? I went to this boy's house. Why were you going to a boy's house? I was like, right.
Well, that's not a question you'll answer.
How big a baseball bat am I bringing? I love you as an infatuation for that little round knob.
Nice to see how the ramp fixed.
Yeah, they've done a cracking job on fixing up that Razor Crest, haven't they? First time caller, yeah, I agree about Rosario that attractiveness isn't It's more than skin deep, definitely. How rude. They're gonna try and hire him to kill Ahsoka, aren't they? And it's gonna horribly backfire.
I think she's implying she's got the money.
Yeah. It's not a Beskar spear, is it? I'm not as knowledgeable about things that were legend and whatnot in the books. First time caller in chat's saying that the costumes have been very good. I agree. Fantastic.
Yeah. I prefer his like all metallic Beskar look to his original couple of
Yeah.
episodes look. Yeah.
Please don't go against Ahsoka because it'll end badly. Mando's good, but I mean, come on, Din. You're no match for Ahsoka. Snips is my girl.
He's changed his tune.
Yeah.
This captain of the guard, a minute ago he said he would be ready if she came back. And now
Yeah.
he thinks Mando needs luck.
Yeah. Gonna hide behind these walls, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like, get me back in here.
Yeah. He's like, hold me back, hold me back.
What? Am I the only one who didn't know that Beskar could block a lightsaber?
I'd heard rumours that there was a material could block lightsabers because the Dark Troopers in the last episode are made of that material, but everyone was saying it wasn't Beskar because the death the Dark Troopers that Moff Gideon was with in the end of the last episode are supposedly the Phase 3 ones that are actually big enough. They're droids, but they're big enough to hold a human inside. So the theory is that Moff Gideon could actually get inside of one of them and fight inside one of these indestructible to lightsaber droids, which is mind blowing, really. They're randomly talking without actually talking, aren't they?
They're definitely communicating.
Yeah. And isn't it so good because Snips was literally the one who looked after the younglings. That was part of her job when she was a Jedi. And it's like it's an amazing comeback round. She was the one that took the temple so they could get the Kyber crystals and make their first lightsabers. And we don't actually know what her metachlorian levels are. We don't know how comparable she is, but she was discovered by Plo Koon, who discovered her for a reason, and he was very particular about that, and that he couldn't train her. Grogu, got a name? Oh my god, they've named the child. That's a lie. Because there was two in her era. There was a second one in the council. They've made a mistake.
Like eat people's kids, steal the gear stick off me starship.
Lift up a monster and rotate
No.
around. Yaddle, that's her name. Ahsoka must have known Yaddle, surely. Or is it slightly off in time? She might not have. Yeah, first time caller's right. Because Yaddle was on the council Qui-Gon era prequels, wasn't she?
So the child is the third one of the species we've ever met. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Because you've got Yoda, and Yaddle was on the council when Qui-Gon appealed to the council to train Anakin. But she might not have been still there when Ahsoka came round, actually. But it must have been very close if it wasn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, first time caller's right. Filoni did write this episode, and he wrote the Clone Wars stuff. So
Oh yeah, he 100% saved Ahsoka from himself as well,
yeah, it's his baby, isn't it?
and then unleashed her in the first 1 second.
It's almost like he's scared of his power, isn't it? Oh, we need an Ahsoka in a Razor Crest in X-Wing. A mature Ahsoka with 3 Force, because she's got to be a 3 Force user by now. He
I'm gonna have to
sounds
read the
very like
Ahsoka book.
Clint Eastwood, doesn't he?
I mean, he's a 100% gunslinger.
Yeah. He's a 50-year-old child.
rescued from the Jedi Temple on Coruscant by a mysterious stranger.
Wonder who?
Mace Windu.
Oh, that's a rabbit hole. It's possible.
We only saw him go out the window.
He's not dead. He's
I've
not
never
dead.
seen him hit the floor.
No. If Maul can be alive, Mace can be alive. Ooh. Blackmail. Oh, what was his name? Oh, the first Mandalorian Jedi that crafted the dark saber. It echoes back. Pre Vizsla, is it? Was he the first Mandalorian Jedi? I'm shocking with names.
I think you could be right.
Oh, fantastic! She hasn't even fired up the second one yet. I'm gonna screenshot some of these. I need some drawings. My wife's gonna be busy.
Lightsabers are class on it. Like,
They really are.
I
That's
honestly
what.
don't even know if Star Wars would have been popular without them.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I want to do. I want my own lightsaber, but I don't want to buy one because you can buy them for a couple of £100 that are really good. I want to actually make one myself from scratch, everything. And the
Mining
thing
your
is,
kyber crystal.
no, but the thing is, when I was a physicist many years ago, my thing was fiber optics and optical things and lights and all that. So
Okay.
I know the science behind it. I can do it. It's difficult in your own little home workshop, but I'm sure I could do it. Like not for real, obviously, but
For a second, I was worried that you were claiming to know
no,
the science behind it in
no,
real
no, no,
life.
no, no. You can't. Not for real, but you can. I reckon I can make something that's a pretty good, close second
Yeah,
best.
a
I
good
haven't got
replica.
it. I haven't got it. It's making the blade appear and disappear, which is the hard part. because I'd like to be able to make something that you can hang on a belt, and when you press the button, it appears out. So it needs to be kind of telescopic or something,
Okay.
but also strong enough to actually be able to fence with.
So
That's the challenge.
just to segue back to the program, this was unexpected.
Very.
For me, when they said, I thought it would be the old-fashioned, he brings her in, but she's not really his captive
Yeah.
trick. Yeah.
I love these lightsabers. I was like, I'm just in love with you.
Oh no, I've got low battery.
Oh, find a power lead, quick.
I think we'll be okay.
It's a shame Ian didn't jump in tonight. I'm looking forward to. Oh, I shouldn't say it on. We're on Gam, aren't we? Or should I give the spoiler?
What spoiler?
That we're gonna soon have a paint cast.
Oh, okay.
It's not a spoiler anymore. I've just spoiled it, haven't I?
That's it. It's out there, lads.
Yeah. Guys at home, I'll explain at the end. It's worth tuning back in for.
This set is incredible.
It is. First time callers saying the HK droids are cool, and they are. The whole thing is absolutely mint.
So they're based on a Ralph McQuarrie concept sketch.
Yeah.
And one of them's now dead.
She's like a ninja, isn't she? She just appears.
No.
Oh,
I'm not
fabulous.
having it. Stop it.
And Beskar doesn't yield to lightsabers. Oh, fantastic. I love the way they built it. It's the only weapon she could possibly have. And 30 minutes ago, we didn't know that. Genius.
I'm not having some magistrate being good enough for the spear to fight.
No, she did. She did just say before. Ahsoka did say before that she has a history That she's more
Yeah,
than
she
just a
said don't
magistrate.
underestimate her.
Yeah. There's something else there to it. Hello, little girl. You come to see Daddy? Don't actually know what form of lightsaber fighting Ahsoka takes because she's learned them all from them all, hasn't she?
I'm
She's
not
learned
putting
from
that.
she's learned from Anakin. She's learned from Obi. She's learned from Mace. Um, she's learned from Yoda. That's pretty much every fighting style in the book. And Plo. And Luminara. And potentially Shakti.
I like this guy's gun.
Yeah. You like your blasters, don't you?
Simple weapon.
It's not a more elegant weapon for a more nobler time like a lightsaber.
No. There's no way I could have become a Jedi. I'm like 95% rage and 5% anger. There's no way I could be a Jedi.
Fair enough. There had to be a pistol duel, didn't there?
Some shot
It is mine. I'm guessing you've not
Shut
actually
up.
tried. I'm guessing you've not actually tried to do that. I'm guessing you've probably not fired a handgun, have you not?
No, man.
Right.
I'm English. We don't fire guns.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same, but I'm ex-military, so I've done that. It is
let you off
unbelievable. It's unbelievably difficult to do something like that. Like really, really hard.
I would imagine spinning on your heels and hitting someone in the dome is pretty difficult.
And the safety aspects of it, just to even be able to try to attempt it, is a nightmare. You're talking 200 or 300 pages of paperwork before you can even try it with the British military.
I don't think Mando went through the same red tape. Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? That's what she said.
Oh.
In the belly of some sort of hyperspace whale.
Is he?
You know, is that not how he ended in Rebels with Ezra?
I think he possibly did, yeah.
Live action Thrawn.
That would be mint.
Did Dave Filoni come up with the characters for this as well?
I'm not sure.
Because whoever came up with the child deserves a pay rise.
Well, it's Filoni Favreau, isn't it? The whole lot, so one or the other definitely did. One thing's for certain, it wasn't Bob Iger or Kathleen Kennedy, was it?
I can't imagine the merchandising it sells. Like the amount of merchandising the child must sell must be unbelievable.
Ooh, that's a really good theory, first time caller. Thrawn may be responsible for new Palpatine's fleet.
I'm interested in that.
Oh, fantastic. We're getting Luke. We're getting Luke. Time wise, time skill wise, that's what Luke's doing. He's scouring the universe for Jedi at this point. And the leak is that they've cast a new actor for season 3 to be Luke.
I'm not sure how I feel about what's just happened.
Right, this is our episode. That's her now out the season, and her spin-off show now starts. It's created
one
that.
Episode?
I think so. Yeah, she's only credited for one episode.
I think she looks like the way they've done her makeup and they've done her prosthetics and stuff looks class.
Yeah.
Like, as bizarre as it sounds, her skin tone looks really natural.
Yeah.
Despite the fact she's orange.
Yeah.
That's my favourite episode of The Mandalorian.
That's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
And I do slate a lot, but I really enjoyed that.
There's so many things that literally you can take from that, and oh wow! And the child has a name.
It does.
We've got to start calling him Grudo, because that's his name. Can't call him the child anymore. You can't call him Baby Yoda because he's not Yoda's baby. You shouldn't ever have been calling him.
Gonna end.
Yeah, you should never have been calling him Baby Yoda because he was never Yoda's baby.
Goku, Gofu,
Grogu.
Grogu,
Grogu, I think. Somebody will have clarified it, but I'm sure it was Grogu or Grogu.
Yeah.
Fab. Oh, that's a really good episode. That's really, really good. Oh, fabulous. I'm just watching the artwork. I love the artwork.
I love these sketches.
Yeah, they're so good. I need to screenshot some of them because Carol will get a lot of inspiration out of these to do some of hers. And she's never managed quite to do a child. What, sorry?
Oh, Taika Waititi came up on my screen for the
Alright.
advert for something else that I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, Carol's not managed to do a good version of the child yet, of Grogu yet. Obviously she did that Yoda for you, and she's done all the ones for me, and she's done a couple for other
yes,
people.
Mainly.
We've got a few around the world, which is really, she loves doing those. There's a few guys who are streamers elsewhere, or who are people that we chat to in people's chat. So Dr. Weston, she sent him a one to British Columbia of a winter of a snowtrooper, because that's their squadron image logo thing. So she did one for him, and they now use it on their tokens and things like that, which is like really, really nice. She sent one to Dion at Gold Squadron. She sent one to. She did a.
Charge them for shipping.
She did an Obi-Wan, and that she sent to Greg at Nickel City. Of him with his hood up, and he's got it on his wall. And it's funny because he did a walk around through his house. a week or so ago live on stream, and I just caught a glimpse in the corner of just the bottom edge of it. I didn't say anything. I was like, I know that picture because it's got my wife's signature on the bottom, which is really cool.
It is.
And then she obviously she did one for you, and there's another couple that she's doing that like for other guys in our group and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I've got 36 of them framed around up here.
Wow. I can't wait to get mine up in the house, to be honest.
Like, and I was talking to the night before last about it, and she was like, "Well, are they any good?" I was like, "I'll be totally honest with you." I was like, "Some of them are kind of like a good kind of 6 or 7 out of 10, because you miss this bit and you miss that bit." And she was like, "Oh well, that's not too bad." I was like, "But the rest, I would give a good 8 or 9 out of 10. Nothing's
You're so
ever perfect."
brave.
But and she was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll take that."
No.
But
No.
she knows the way that I rate things. Nothing ever gets 10 out of 10 because there's always room for improvement. So if you get a 9 out of 10 off me, then that is perfect. So
Okay.
because it's the military thing of like judging uniform and stuff like that. There is always room for improvement. So nobody gets a 10. 9 is where you start, and you take a mark off for each thing that you can spot that's wrong. So a
Okay.
good result ends up being a 4 or a 5. If you're hitting a 7, you're doing really well. An 8 is exceptional, and a 9 is perfect. So she knows my grading style. So that's okay.
No. No, I love the Yoda she drew for me, and it's Dagger by Yoda. He's my favorite. Without even knowing that's my favorite. I like
Yeah,
the way that Luke is.
first time
Oh,
caller's
sorry, go
just
on.
saying it is he's glad that our time UK we get the episodes at the same time as them, so we get them 7 a.m. in the morning, which
Yeah.
is like their midnight, but we all get it at the same time. And yeah, that is really good that we do, because we can do things like this that like because it's online, time zones kind of don't matter. It's just different to each person, and
Yeah,
and
and
it makes a big difference to us because we can
um,
interact with all these people over on a different continent, and in Australia as well. It's fabulous. It's really good. I'm chat with people, and we're all getting it at the same time.
yeah, I used to for the Game of Thrones. I used to stay up till like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. whenever it
Mhm.
aired, because it aired that time in the UK. Just so
Yeah,
when I woke up in the morning and I forgot that the rest of the world had watched it, I wouldn't just go on Reddit or somewhere and get
we did the
spoilers.
same thing. We would literally
Yeah,
we would sit in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning watching it.
yeah.
And it's like just because you couldn't miss it.
You can't
And
go to work and let someone say like, "Oh, have
and
you seen this?"
I'm so disappointed with that because I'm a book reader. You can see from, but
Okay, yeah.
you can see the chat can't quite see because it's a different camera. But you've been in this room and
I've
you've
been in
seen
that room.
you've seen all the books. I mean, for the guys at home in chat, I've literally got it's what something like 2,000 books behind me in shelves, from floor to ceiling, shelves all the way down one wall of the entire room. Um, and I'm a big book reader, and the Game of Thrones books, like it got to that point, and they diverged from the books, and I'm like, you just spoiled this whole thing. You just spoiled it completely.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that. Let's talk about Marvel.
No, it's yeah. This is Star Wars. I only have 3, and Game of Thrones is now gone. So I've got my first love, which is Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars, which are so close that I can't separate them. But my Lord of the
I
Rings stuff
don't
hasn't
like
come
Lord of the
out
Rings.
yet. My Lord of the Rings stuff hasn't come out yet. You've not seen that. That's all from the house move 5 years ago. It's all still boxed up. I've got 1,500 scale Lord of the Rings painted models. Literally that many.
Next time eBay has a 1% max fees, you know what to do.
No. They're not going anywhere. And my claim to fame is that I was in the 3 tons and had a beer with Gandalf at the bar and talked about the Lord of the Rings, and that just did it for me, and nobody knew who he was. Fantastic. Oh dear me. So for guys at home, I let slip a spoiler earlier. We are going to be starting in the next couple of weeks. We've got a collaboration. One of our guys in our group, Ian, who is Shenanigan Studio painting, who does all these custom ships. They are fantastic. He literally has
He
painted
is
up,
very good.
and I can show you them now. He painted this Sarge Ventress, and that is all his own work. And the Oddball, this is all his own work. And he's one of our group. He's a Newcastle X-winger, and he's just invested in a nice fancy new machine and camera and all that kind of thing. And I've been badgering him for weeks and weeks and weeks in private chat, literally in private chat, and saying, "Look, you have this skill. You can do this." Nobody else at the moment is doing a really good paint cast for Star Wars X-wing. There's a lot of good guys. You've got people like ProTech Models who do paints and stuff like that, but it's very broad, because it is not just X-wing. It's also nobody's doing really since Gold Squadron stopped doing, since Luke Carrington left. Then there's nobody doing a dedicated X-wing alt art painted ship stream. This is how it's done. You ask us a question, we'll answer it back, and we'll show you how to do it. And he's on board and he's up for it. And he's like, right, I need to pick out some things. We need to do some tests with cameras, and we need to. This is his words, and we need to. I need to find some things that I want to do to paint to show people, and I need it to be right. He's a perfectionist, and he's like, I need exactly the right camera set up at exactly the right angles so I can show exactly how this is done and how that's done. I'm like, I'm loving this. It's like, this is great. This is what we want. It's like, I need you to show me how to paint these models because I'm hopeless.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to watching.
So potentially we can do exactly this though. So you could jump in, any of the lads can jump in, and we can so I can stream it and fill the screen full of little faces reacting and be painting along with them and just have a really good time and a bit banter, and that's the plan anyway. Everyone at home, so tune in for it. It'll be good. Hello, little girl. She's coming back and forth. She doesn't understand when I'm talking. She doesn't get streaming quite yet. She understands that she gets treats when I stream, but she doesn't understand why I'm talking. At what to her is obviously just a blank wall with funny coloured lights on. And because I've got headphones on, she can't hear you. So yes, I'm not
Bless
talking
her.
to nobody. I haven't lost my mind. No, I haven't, baby. It's fine. Poor little girl. She's getting old. This little Zoe. She's 11 now, and her eyesight is going, isn't it? Yes, it is. She's got those grey eyes, and she gets very, very. What's the best way of putting it? She's a moody old bitch, because she is a bitch dog. So that's in the correct English definition. We're a family-friendly stream.
I was going to say it's only me that gets warnings for that language.
Yes, you can have a treat. You can have a treat if you close the door. You haven't learned that one ever yet, have you? No. You can open doors.
You can't have a treat.
Live action Lord of the Rings series. Yeah, I think there is. I haven't looked into it. Do you know what it is? I fell out with live action and Tolkien with The Hobbit because they destroyed it. They absolutely destroyed it. The Hobbit is a short story. It was written as a short story. It should have been one movie, and they pulled things from different books over into The Hobbit. What they should have done is The Lord of the Rings, instead of being 3 films, should have been 9, quite easily. Yes, it wouldn't have hit the box office, but it would have been correct. And The Hobbit should have been 1, and there should have been a further 3 films that are or were The Silmarillion. And then they've still got The Unfinished Tales, The Book of Lost Tales 1 and 2, The Layers of Beleriand, The Shape of Middle-earth, The Lost Road, The Pillars of Turin. They've got all of this stuff there that could be used, and they've just wrecked the whole lot. sorry, it's a Lord of the Rings thing, and
That's
this
right.
is a Star Wars chat.
It's gone way over there.
I was in a chat the other night, a Lord of the Rings stream, and somebody mentioned something, and I just typed and chatted, and it was Queen Poethian who jumps into our chat because she does Star Wars as well. She jumps in on our stream sometimes, and she was like, "Steve, you really are a Lord of the Rings geek, aren't you?" I'm like, "Sorry, yeah." And it's like, "But you're a Star Wars geek." I'm like, "Not mega Star Wars geek because my knowledge isn't that fantastic. I'm just your medium level Star Wars geek, but I'm next level Lord of the Rings geek." It comes to something when you're bragging rights of how much of a geek you are on different subjects.
Well, that's it. I mean, you're in the right place. I tried to name my son Anakin, but
would she not have it?
no. We agreed that I would name a boy and she would name a girl.
Right.
And then I dodged massive bullets because I now don't have to shout Gene at a ball pool anywhere.
Oh
So I had a boy. And yeah, we got one veto each. So I tried to call my son Anakin.
I was going to say this wasn't the reason for the divorce, was it?
We'll not get into that.
Okay, that's
fine. People still like me. Yeah, and I would have got away with it as well. I would have got away with Anakin until I mistakenly let her watch Phantom Menace. And they call him Annie. And she didn't want that for her son. So Anakin got vetoed.
Yeah, well, I have a, I'm not going to get into it, but I've got a niece whose other half is a nasty bit of work. It's a long, long story. And he managed to put, this is the kind of gutter trash that he is. He managed to get in his son's middle names Keegan and some other Newcastle United football reference, which to me is just so, that's just tacky. It's like, and bearing in mind that the guy is banned from Newcastle United because he's for rioting and causing trouble and whatnot, and I'll not go there. He's just a nasty piece of work. But yeah, it's like names can matter sometimes. Anakin, nobody would get it. Or if they did, then it wouldn't be taken in a bad way.
I had her absolutely sold. I was like, look at all the stuff he does for his mom. Like he frees
totally.
The Sand People. Yeah. Tries to flee her from slavery. Look at all the stuff he does for his wife. You know, he turns to the dark side to try and save Padme. Yeah. But no, they called him Annie, so it was gone.
Yeah.
So now I've got a little boy, Qui-Gon.
I actually don't know the name of your son.
He's called Xavier.
Oh, is it right? Is it correctly with an X?
Yeah, after Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the pronunciation is the correct English pronunciation rather than the way that it's pronounced some other places in the world.
Yes.
Exactly.
Or as Xavier's swimming instructor pronounced it, David.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. Not even close. But that's okay.
No, I'm thinking other languages because I don't know who the swimming instructor is. I don't know if
she's English, but
she's English.
Yeah. Anyway, on a different note, I got banned from my swimming lessons after week 1, so I never had to go back and listen. I call my son David.
First time caller saying I knew a kid named Anakin. It just didn't feel right, but everyone has the right to their own taste. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't. It wouldn't be my choice, but I don't see a problem with it at all.
No, I didn't get it through.
No, it didn't pass inspection.
It did not. She didn't like any of the new names, you know, like Poe or Finn, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's wise. To be fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what. And you couldn't squeeze Qui-Gon in. That would be just a little bit too obscure, wouldn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Mace. You could have got Mace.
I don't know. Could have tried, I guess. Um,
Um, but then you're more of a dark sider, so you could have. You couldn't fit. You could have fit Ren, but that would be lame.
yeah. She.
You couldn't fit Maul. Oh, you couldn't fit plagiarist would be that would be a sweet name, but you couldn't get that past quality
No,
control.
I don't think I would have passed it. No. We tried. We tried a Star Wars name chat. I didn't get away
Did
with
you ever
it.
hear the story of Darth Plagiarist Device?
It's not a story they'll tell you.
I randomly say that to people, and like every now and again, people just look at you blankly. But every now and again, somebody will go, "That's not a story." That like
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Grogu! How many kids this year are now going to be called Grogu? First time caller's totally right. How about Grogu?
Yeah, mate. I hope it's a lot. I hope it's a lot.
Well, how many kids were wrongly called um a, a, words again? I'm shocking words. Elise? How many kids were wrongly called Elise? Elise is a title that means queen. Her name's not Elise.
Oh,
It's
Khaleesi.
Daenerys. Khaleesi, yeah. It's like how many kids were wrongly called Khaleesi? And it's like
You got to be mega brave. And I know I just tried to tell you a story about where I tried to call me Kid Anakin. You've got to be mega brave to go to Game of Thrones name.
oh yeah, yeah.
I think. Arya's pretty cool. Arya's a nice name. I could go with
It
that.
is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice name. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have any of those worries. I'm not having any kids. Not having.
No, well, hopefully I won't either.
Like I said before, I get them once they hit old enough to actually be a problem and need some teaching. I get handed them all the nieces and nephews, and Caswing's side of the family. She's got a lot of nieces and nephews, great nieces, great nieces and nephews, kind of thing. I did try to count up a week or so ago because we're talking about this, and
Need a Christmas card.
it's like 28 or something, 28 or 29 nieces or nephews she's got. It's like an incredible lot, and that's directly from. That's not like her cousin's kids. It's just her
Yeah.
brothers and sisters, kids, and their kids and kids. Because
No.
she's the she's this. Hang on, she's got two older sisters, two older brothers, and one younger sister. So there's six of them in total, and she's the second youngest. And they've all got kids, and most of them have got kids, and some of them have got kids, and one of them has got kids.
Jeez. No, I'm from a small, very small family.
Well,
Not,
I am.
not in height, but in number.
Yeah, well, I am because it's me, my sister, and my nephew, and that's it. And then I've got cousins because my granny and granddad on both sides were big families, but they're extended family. That's not quite the same.
Yeah.
So, which reminds us, I've got to ring my granny's sister and check on her because there's two of them left. They're in the same nursing home in adjacent rooms, and they're the only two left on that side of the family. They're my granny's youngest two sisters. And I need to ring and just check on them because I haven't spoken to them for a little while. I've got to make a mental note of that to do that because it's important. Because I don't get to see them.
No, COVID's knocked that on the head.
It has, yeah. And lockdown is ending apparently, but not for us.
No, definitely not for the
No, it's all right if you live in London and you're constantly touching people all the time and living within a meter of everybody. That's absolutely fine because at the end of the day they've all got it anyway. So just wipe the city out. It's a waste of space. But if you're actually up here in Tyneside, Northumberland, where we live 2 and 3 mile away from neighbours in some places, we're obviously going to get it easier. than anyone else. But that's political, and we don't do that on this chat. Steve likes to rant.
We at least finished that bottle of red.
I had a rant this morning at the guy that bought the card of RAM that I had for sale on eBay.
This guy.
He purchased it on Friday night, right? At 8 o'clock on Friday night. The soonest I could possibly post it is for Saturday morning collection, which I did. It was in the post box, collected on Saturday morning, and at 8 o'clock on Monday morning, before the postman had arrived, he sent a message demanding a refund because he hadn't received his item. How can I get it to you that quick? It's not physically possible. I then got a minimum of 3 messages a day for 6 days on the trot off him, demanding a refund. And I'm like, realistically, guy, the way that the Royal Mail is at the moment, it could be 7 or 8 days. However, eBay have a policy of 6 days. Therefore, we'll have this discussion when it gets to the 6-day mark. It's in the post. It will get there. It eventually arrived yesterday, which was 5 days. Royal Mail didn't do a good job. It was 5 days. And he still sent me abusive messages about how poor service it was because it had taken 5 days. So this morning, I've already reported him to eBay. I've already reported him to the police for abuse and cyberbullying. And so I sent him one last message this morning and had a rant at him and basically told him where to go and shove out and said, don't buy anything from me. Yeah. I said, don't try to buy anything from me in future. In fact, no, I've already removed that privilege because you're not allowed to buy anything from me in future. And I did have a good rant. And I got a message back, which I had said I wouldn't read, but I couldn't help myself. And I opened it, and all it said was lol. I was like, you absolute tool.
I mean, he's quite clearly never ordered anything from FFG.
Exactly. It's like FFG losing an entire shipment to the UK, and it's fine because it'll come at some point.
We will. It'll all be okay.
Prolific. First time caller said I might have missed that. It was probably in reference to something that I was ranting about.
Maybe about the kids.
Yeah, it actually is on about the pronunciation of Grogu. Is it Grogu? Gregu? Grogu? I think it's Grogu, isn't it?
I'll have to watch it again.
That's what it. Well, I'll be watching it in a. What time are we on now? Probably about 10 minutes ago. I'll be starting to watch it again on a different screen.
Oh, nice.
Grogu. Psionic Rain says Grogu. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
is that Grogu. in English or in Ashcan?
I think he's phonetically spelt it. Grogu.
Okay, I'll let him off.
Yeah.
Once.
So only because he's so lucky at betting. Right. Okay. So I think we should say goodnight because it is getting a little bit late, and we should really call the stream an end. And thank you very, very much for everyone that's joined. Thank you, guys 100%. At Hexiled. Hexiled, you are the best. Thank you for the raid. It's made the night. It's made the stream. We've had a stream without a single dropped anything. It's worked seamlessly all the way through, and we've had a great laugh.
We've not involved at any point.
No, not at all. And the audio, I think, has been spot on all the way through, which is good. So we've hit another 2 kicks.
Died.
So yeah, we're all good. Psionic Rain suggested that you raid us. Oh, that's brilliant! Thank you very much. Oh, he's earned his VIP status. I don't know whether or not
he's my favorite.
I don't know whether he's even noticed, but I made him a VIP member of the channel midweek. So I don't even know if he's noticed that he's got the icon next to him. And that is much, much appreciated. Thank you very much. So I'm going to sign off now, both from me and Chris. And it's been lovely having you all here. And all that remains to be said is enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. Have a magical day.